Union College Owls beat Greenville for their win in this regional matchup. The winner of Calvin and Carnegie Mellon will face Kenyon tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Calvin will take the kickoff here from Gambier on a rainy day, and we're off. Calvin this season finished with a 16-2-2 record, winning the MIAA tournament, which secured their bid in this tournament. And Carnegie Mellon came in 4th in the UAA and received an at-large bid. Carnegie Mellon in red and Calvin in white, as Carnegie Mellon takes control early on in this matchup. There is Oliver Akintade, one of the stars for this Calvin team. He was selected as Defensive Player of the Week during the tournament week, and he is one of the leading scorers even in his position with, he had 11 goals and 24 points all season. Entering the zone as it's flicked out. Now Tyler Harp for Carnegie Mellon with it. And Carnegie Mellon, with their 15th tournament appearance, their 4th under head coach Bowman. Calvin with their 19th and their 13th in 15 years, so it's been a good run for them. The winner will, as I said, face Kenyon, who was one of the top teams in the country all season. Calvin, to get here, beat Albion and Hope in their tournament. Akintade scored in each game, and along with him was Mason Smith, who was selected Offensive Player of the Week last week. So Calvin is looking to ride off of that momentum, although Carnegie Mellon has controlled possession early in this game. Looking to get through, and it is stolen by Caden Chavon for Calvin, now coming the other way. And a nice tackle to get it off of him. Sent back to the goalkeeper, Liam Ryan, freshman from Washington. And the goalkeeper for Calvin is senior Daniel Wonder. Wonder allowed less than 1 goal per game this season. So we'll see if he can perform in this do or die matchup. That ball's sent down the right side. That's Edmonds firing in across, and it's cleared out, and they're going to call it goal kick. Looked like Carnegie Mellon thought that maybe it was a corner, but instead it'll be taken out by Wonder. For Carnegie Mellon, leading scorer Ethan Vertal on the bench so far, as there's a foul on Akintade. So interestingly, Akintade was selected Defensive Player of the Week. He's Definitely an offensive threat, though, as well. And this free kick now will be taken by Shaban of Calvin, sent into the box and headed back to him. He steals it from Josh Baugh. Now down the right side for Calvin. There's Akintade, gets it through, pass into the middle, and it's in, a goal. What a goal there for Calvin. Colin Iverson puts it in. Akintade sent in the cross, and it was all the way on the goal line. Left foot from Iverson. Got it into the bottom left corner for the first goal of this game. 5 minutes and 15 seconds in. Got it past the keeper, Ryan. There was no chance for him, though, and it was pretty much a tap-in. So the real first opportunity for both sides. But really, Carnegie Mellon had controlled the ball. And Calvin took advantage of their first chance. So we'll see how the Tartans respond here. This one's sent out to the right. That's Josh Baugh. Stolen but not out yet. Edmonds fires a cross in. Headed away. And that shot from Billy Bukovelis goes out for a corner. Looks like to take the corner will be Brendan Schonwetter, the freshman out of Louisville. He'll take it with his left foot. Carnegie looking for a quick response. Fired in header, cleared out off the line. And now back for Carnegie Mellon. Little miscommunication taken away by Smith. And cleared back by Edmonds of Carnegie Mellon. Now in the middle of the field, Carnegie takes control. So Carnegie Mellon makes this tournament fighting through a difficult schedule, playing 6 teams that made this tournament and were as high as 8th in the top 25 rankings this season, but fell out of the top 25 by the end of the year, but received that at-large bid, playing in the same conference as UChicago, who was the #1 overall team in the nation. So now Carnegie Mellon taking control again. There's Tyler Harp, fires a long shot that's wide left of the net, as Daniel Wonder will collect it. So just the one shot on net for either side so far was the goal for Calvin. And for Iverson, it was his 4th goal on the season. He's played in every game for for Calvin. And came all the way up from a defensive position to slot it in with his left foot. Now there he is. Sent back for Jonah Meyer-Crothers. Left-footed long through ball is collected by Mancini of Carnegie Mellon, but has a little trouble, has to fire it out down the line. It'll be a throw-in for Meyer-Crothers. Gets it in for Akintati. He's got it stripped from him. Now coming the other way, it's Carnegie Mellon. Not so fast as Jacob Gooding of Calvin. And now settled back to the back line of the Tartans. There's Gooding. Looking for options. And now sent back to the keeper. And the far side. It'll go back to Aguma Muhuzuma. And now sent through. And nice defensive play from Schadenwetter. A handful of 50-50 balls here in the middle of the field. Sent to the far side, or the near side for Crothers, and now Akintade. Trying to get past a couple of defenders, and it went off of him. Rain definitely playing a factor here in Gambier. And now on the far side, Carnegie Mellon looking for an attack, and that one's cleared away for a Tartans throw. To take will be Bukovalis. Bukovalis leading, one of the assist leaders of this team. He fires in the throw-in, and a volley is headed away, but not out yet. And they say it went off of Carnegie Mellon. Now a Knights throw-in. It's Muhuzuma, the senior out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But nope, he gives it up for a teammate to throw. And there will be another one. Headed by Josh Williams. And now looking through, ball gets away from Edmonds, but there is Mancini for Carnegie Mellon, but stolen right back by Meyer Crothers. So we've seen Calvin trying to get through that back line of Carnegie Mellon early. Trying to add to their 1-0 lead here as we have played 12 minutes in Gambier. Now on the far side, it's a Knights throw. And there's going to be a foul on Carnegie Mellon. It'll go for a long free kick, some 30-some yards out. So the Knights offense will try and set up shop. Here to take is Ethan Harvey, senior out of Naperville, Illinois. The defenseman will fire it in with his left foot. Long shot, headed away, up into the air. And headed again. Once more down on the ground. Opportunity, shot, score! What a goal! The goal comes from Mason Smith of Calvin. Fired it off the bar and down. Took it off a half volley. There were 3 or so headers, and it just came right to his foot. And for Smith, it's his 4th goal on the season, going along with his 7 assists. And Calvin has a 2-0 lead with 31:56 remaining in the first half. Carnegie Mellon now quick to take the kickoff, and they're going to have to make something happen here, as it's been an early efficient attack from Calvin in this round of 64 matchup. And Smith, as I said, was named Player of the Week in the conference. As there's a long shot by Carnegie Mellon as a nice save and fired out. So there was the first shot of the game on target for Carnegie Mellon. But Smith keeps his hot streak as he scored in the conference championship game against Hope. And it was a rocket of a shot that hit the bar and found the back of the net. Here's a long ball played, headered, but it's to the feet of Baugh. Over back to Baugh in the box. And nice defensive play. And they're calling it a foul on the offense. And he is not happy about it. It's Billy Bukavelis who was charged, and he could have maybe thought that, if anything, it was a penalty, but instead they're going to call it a free kick for Calvin. That one sent high past midfield and headed all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ryan. There's Tyler Harp taking it, looking for options, finds Dante Mancini. And played back for the keeper, Ryan. Again, on that goal, Ryan had no chance of saving it. Smith just found himself unmarked from probably 6 yards out and just fired it in to double the Knights' lead. Now out for a throw on the far side. Sent back to the keeper, Ryan. And at midfield, there's going to be a foul on Calvin. So Carnegie Mellon trying to get one of those goals back as we have under 29 minutes remaining in the first half. There's Gooding. His pass is off target for Meyer Crothers in the corner now. See what he can do. Oh, a nice pass that finds the feet of his teammate Akintade. Trying to make something happen all on his own. Smartly plays it back to his teammate Muhuzuma. But not out. Carnegie Mellon's got it again. Left side trying to make a move. Oh, and he's still got it. Nicely done there. On the far side, cross into the box, cleared out. And settled down by Carnegie Mellon again. Now here is Josh Baugh. On that far side, it was Kieran Sarvapalli who made the nice move and the cross. So now Carnegie Mellon still maintaining possession here. They've had the more possession all game than Calvin. But obviously the score reflects a different story. Not really any great chances so far for Carnegie Mellon, though. The long shot on net was really just a half chance. And here comes Calvin the other way on the far side. Fired through to Gooding. Back to the keeper, Wonder. There's Iverson for Gooding. Nice pass for Josh Williams, now down the far side. And they say it went off of Shaban for Calvin, who was trying to make a move on a couple defenders. So now the throw will come for Carnegie Mellon. And comes to the feet of Baugh now. Back over for Alejandro Fernandez, back to Baugh. Nice passing now from Carnegie Mellon. Now out wide. Cross in, headed away nicely. And back to the far side, looking for another cross. This time finds the head of Fernandez, but it goes out for a goal kick. So the rain persists here in Gambier. Ball skidding on the grass field. And the game earlier between Kenyon and Greenville was the opener of the entire tournament, and this is the second one. Most of the games being played, most of the round one games being played tomorrow. So we'll see who can be the second team to advance to the round of 32 across the entire country, as it'll be a throw-in for Calvin on the near side. Kept in by Baugh, and he gets it to teammate Harp. Fired down the right side looking for Fernandez, and he collects it. Passing it into the middle, long shot blocked, and gets to the feet of Akintade, who looks to take it the other way. There's a shot by Bukavelis that was blocked. And that was Chris Shaw, whose pass was stolen. Shaw, yet to call his name, but was first in the MIAA in points and goals. We'll see if they can get him involved, although they've had the offense without him. Now a nice move there by the Carnegie offenseman Bukavelis. Still got it, and it went off of Calvin for a Carnegie Mellon throw-in. Back flick from the Tartan, and still with them. That's Harp passing out wide for Edmonds. And now for Baugh on the right wing. Cuts back to his left foot, looking for a teammate. Now into the middle there. Schonwetter looking for Edmonds, and he's got him. And he's got it through, in on net. Oh, what a save! Still not out. Edmonds' long shot is wide. Wow, an incredible save from Wonder on a point-blank opportunity. That was Kieran Sarvapalli, who was right in front of the net on the great pass from Edmonds. His through ball got past all the defenders, and he only had Wonder to beat. But it was a nice save with the right arm that keeps the lead at 2-0. That could be a huge moment for Calvin in this game, as that was the best opportunity for Carnegie Mellon by far. So 2 nice saves in this game so far for the goalkeeper of Calvin. And they're coming the other way, but there is Ryan to collect. There's Sarvapalli. played back for the defense. And Ryan. So we'll see if Carnegie Mellon can keep the pressure on after the great opportunity there a minute ago. Bukavelis to take the throw. Can't find a teammate. And that ball is flicked forward. And Sarvapalli takes down Muhuzuma, but no call. They let him play on, and now the ref will blow the whistle. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on Fernandez. He's arguing with the referee, but nevertheless, it's going to be a Calvin free kick. Fernandez still unhappy with the referee. He hasn't been afraid to talk to him all game. Also was unhappy about the free kick in the Calvin box early on. So Muhuzuma back up. And Calvin takes possession. Firing through at midfield is Shaw. Over to his teammate Akintade. Akintade looking for a cross. Back onto his left foot now. Akintade taking on two defenders, firing in, and got past the goalkeeper, but cleared out by Carnegie Mellon. Akintade with some nice skill there. But in the end, it's nothing doing. Back to the back line with Smith firing pass with his left foot. Back for Oliver Akintade. Now, Jonah Meyer-Crothers. His pass is misdirected. Coming the other way now. Here's Sarvapalli looking for a pass. Oh, he was looking for Fernandez, but it was just cleared out by Iverson. And it'll be a throw now. Edmonds. Fernandez. Nice passing from Carnegie Mellon. There's Schonwetter, and now Karp firing a long looping shot, and it's easily collected by the goalkeeper, Wonder. So 19 minutes remain in the first half here in Gambier as a high punt comes from Wonder. Ping-ponged around and headed up to Fernandez. Nice pass by him with his head. Now out wide, it's Edmonds. Jason Edmonds looking for a teammate. He's got Schonwetter. Left-footed pass. Goes right to the feet of Mason Smith of Calvin, who just fires it. And a race between Shaw and Mancini is won by Mancini, but it'll be a Calvin throw. And we're going to have substitution now. Coming off is Calvin's Williams for Jacob Ryu. Ryu, freshman midfielder. He scored in the semifinal of the MIA matchup against Albion. There is Myers-Crothers and Shaw. Over for Morrison, but he loses it, and it's taken by Sarvapalli. Sarvapalli still got it. Pass to Bukavelis. Bukavelis. And stolen away by Ryu, his first touch of the game. And now to the back line of Carnegie Mellon. There's Harp at midfield. Meant to mention earlier, these teams have met twice in the NCAA tournament before. In 2000, 2009 and 2016. Both times Calvin took home the win. So we'll see if there's some revenge that Carnegie Mellon can win today. But so far, Calvin is in control on the scoreboard. Headed around, goes down to Edmonds for Carnegie, and Fernandez can't settle it. It'll just be fired down the sideline, out off of Carnegie player. So throw in for Calvin. Carnegie 15th tournament appearance. Calvin their 19th, and Calvin, as their fans know, have made the title game 4 times since 2009 and has lost in the title each time. That 09 tournament, one of their wins came against Carnegie Mellon. So now, long high pass looking for someone on the far side, headed down, but it'll come down for the Carnegie midfield. Stolen away by Mason Smith, still has it. And they're going to call foul on Bukavelis. Really not happy about it. The ref giving him some words. This Carnegie team playing a little bit more aggressive than Calvin, who has been more patient and certainly has taken advantage of their opportunities when presented with them. And there's another foul, this time on Schoenwetter. And so now Calvin set up in the offensive zone as there are 14 minutes and 37 seconds left in this first half. To take will be Caden Shaban. The right-footed cross is deep and headed by Muguzela, and headed again, but just wide of the net. It was a really nice cross, and there was Iverson on the header on the second attempt. He's looking for his second goal of the game in a defensive position, but it looked like Shaban's cross was maybe too deep. Looked like it might be going long and out of play, but it was a nice header from Muhumuza to keep it in and then give the opportunity for Iverson. But still, the score remains 2-0, and Carnegie's got possession again. Fernandez and Sarvapalli. Nice pass up for Mancini on the far side. Looking for a player. It's blocked, but skidding across the field. Now Edmonds. His pass misses his teammate, and a little miscommunication there between Fernandez and Schoenwetter, and it will be a throw-in for Calvin. Meyer Crothers tries a long throw down the side, but comes down for Harp of Carnegie Mellon. And Carnegie will set up once again. Fired through now. On the far side. Back for Fernandez. And Harp. Seen a lot of offense trying to be fueled from that position, with Harp playing sort of more of a central defensive midfield position, with the two defenders, Mancini Schlingeman playing behind him. As there's a pass from Mancini that goes out of play for a Calvin kick. And good, just considering the weather today, a good turnout for both sides in this game. Obviously, the Calvin team coming from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Carnegie Mellon coming from Pittsburgh, PA. Similar distances away, but really a dreadful day here in Gambier. Now Carnegie Mellon takes control again. Back for Schlingeman and Schoenwetter. Sarvapalli gets it to Fernandez, looking for a little attack here. The Tartans back to Sarvapalli, out wide now. Left-footed shot, ooh, just wide of the post. And they're going to call it a corner kick. Say it deflected off of Calvin defender. That shot just stayed on the ground the whole time. It was Mancini who took it with his left foot. Seen him on that. No, excuse me. It was Josh Baugh. Now here comes the left-footed cross. Headed away nicely, but collected by Carnegie Mellon. Fired in by Edmonds. And headed away from Muhumuza. Now coming the other way is Calvin. Nice pass for Shaw. He's got one-on-one with Edmonds. Cuts back, left foot, right foot, left foot again. Firing, nice save. Liam Ryan keeps the score 2-0. It was a nice counterattack that led to a great opportunity for Chris Shaw, who made a nice move on the defender. Edmonds went from his right to his left and back, and then finally fired it with his left foot looking for the top left corner, and Ryan made his best save of the day so far. So the corner will come in. Looking for Muhumuza. Now settled down. Akintade fires in another cross and still not out with the header. And there, Sarvapalli just sends it back. Now stolen by Carnegie Mellon. Coming the other way. And pass is taken away. Shaban looking for options, trying to get it to his left foot, and nice defense played by Edmonds. Now here's Fernandez coming the other way for Carnegie Mellon. On the far side is Schoenwetter. Now Fernandez, far side. Coming in, Sarvapalli looking for options. Stolen away, but Hart for Edmonds. Schoenwetter gets it taken. Should note there are two Schoenwetters, brothers from Louisville, both freshmen, 26 and 27. It's Brendan and Zach. Now Calvin on the other end trying to look for another counterattack. But nicely played by Schlingeman. And 1-2 there goes out of play for a Knights throw. And we'll get a couple substitutions with 7:30 left in the first half. Akintade will come out, who has been very solid so far for Zach Flowerday. He scored in the semifinal of the MIAA tournament as well. So Muhumuza, the center back, looking for a teammate. And it goes off of Shaban. Now Carnegie throw. And they're going to call kick for Carnegie Mellon. There is Mancini over for Edmonds. Flicking forward, headed away. Gets to the feet of Ryu, who passes to the teammate Smith. Another header played by Carnegie Mellon. Settled down. Smith trying to find teammate Shaw with a nice play to collect it. And there's Flowerday on the left side. Flowerday looking for a teammate and defended by Edmonds nicely, so he'll recollect. Passing, finding teammate Morrison. Now Flowerday again. Left-footed pass is cleared away nicely by Harp for a Calvin throw-in, and we'll get one more sub. So just over 6 minutes remain in this half. The Knights trying to add on to this 2-0 lead. And yellow card has been given to Tyler Harp. Not quite sure what was said, but it must have been something that the referee took offense to, and we'll resume play with the throw now. Now Ryu settles it down nicely. Still going is Ryu. Finally taken away by Edmonds. Now Smith out wide for Shaw. Shaw, nice move. Still got it, fires a hard shot at the net. And nice save by the keeper, Liam Ryan. It was on the ground. He just went down with his legs to clear it out, and it'll be a corner kick for Calvin. Mason Smith to take it. Low cross. Ryu lets it go. Shaw. Oh, what an incredible goal. Wow. Chris Shaw fires it in to the top left corner. And it's 3-0 with 5:13 remaining in the first half. It was the pass from Smith that just stayed on the ground outside the box, right at the top of the circle, and Ryu let it go nicely. He had the option to take it, and instead he let it go over his foot. Gives it up for Shaw and fires it into the top left corner. What a goal. And it's 3-0 with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. What a way to add on to this lead for Calvin here at the end of the half. So Carnegie Mellon now in a hole if they want to keep their tournament hopes alive. They're going to have to do something in the second half, or perhaps get a quick one back here before halftime. And it's going to be taken by the goalkeeper, Wonder. So now he's taking his time for 10 left. And what a goal it was from Shaw. For Shaw, it was his 13th goal on the season, leading scorer in the conference. And we've seen some nice footwork from him today, but that was an incredible finish that just found the top left corner. Now Edmonds, and taken by Sean Wetter. There is Mancini for Sean Wetter. Now Edmonds trying to make a move, but Meyer Crothers is there. Comes to the feet of Vertal, but he gets it taken by Iverson. Vertal, persistent, manages to get it to Edmonds. Edmonds fires a shot right into the chest of Wonder, who's perfect today, 3 for 3 on saves. It was a nice play by Ethan Vertal, leading scorer for Carnegie Mellon this season, to keep it in on the far side. Now settled down at midfield. Calvin's got it. Shaw with a lot of energy here today. He's been all over the field, really started to come alive as the probably 20 minutes into the half. Now Shaw on the right side. And I'm going to say it went off of Seamus Kilgallen for Calvin. So Carnegie Mellon now with the ball. 2 minutes remain in the first half. Edmonds. His ball just will go out for a goal kick. Chris Shaw, that was his 13th goal, and now 31 points if you include the postseason. What a great season the senior from Grand Rapids has had. Now a couple substitutions as we get a stoppage with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first half. Fired by Wonder toward midfield, headed Schonwetter and back to him. Edmonds. And here is Mancini. Nice play from Vertal, looking to go the other way. It's past Iverson, the defender, now on the far side, looking for options. And he was in an offside position.
1 minute remaining in the first
So that's going to be a kick for Calvin, and another card being given. This time it is Fernandez of Carnegie Mellon, who was not happy, and that's the second yellow card that the referee has given. Goes over to the head coach, Bowman, to give him a few words. So a lot of frustration definitely for Carnegie Mellon here as they trail 3-0 with 40 seconds left in the first half. Looking for a quick goal before the buzzer, coming the other way. That's Jake Caven, and it'll be a throw now for CMU. Harp, and a nice play from Flowerday to clear it out. Now cross in, headed away.
9,
8 seconds left,
7, 6,
and cleared away
4,
off of the CMU player.
2,
One last
1.
long shot, and that's the buzzer for the first half.
Calvin 3, Carnegie Mellon 0.
Calvin leads it 3-0 on Carnegie Mellon. Calvin had 5 shots on net. Carnegie had 3, and it was 3 nice saves from the goalkeeper, Wonder. So if Carnegie Mellon wants to keep its tournament hopes alive, it's got to make a big comeback in the second half, down 3-0. And we'll see you back here in Gambier on a wet day in a little under 15 minutes. Welcome back to Gambier, Ohio for the second half of this round of 64 matchup between Calvin University and Carnegie Mellon University. The score is 3-0 Calvin with 45 minutes to play. 3 goals for Calvin came from the defenseman Colin Iverson on a nice tap in, and then a firing shot off the crossbar from Mason Smith, and then an incredible goal from outside the box in the top left corner coming off a corner kick for Chris Shaw. So it's 3-0. Carnegie Mellon will have to make a comeback. Their hopes to stay alive in this tournament, and saw a little bit of frustration from the Tartans at the end of that second half, first half. A couple yellow cards were given. So we'll see if they come out firing here in the second half. Calvin takes possession here in the white. And looks like mostly the starting lineups are out there. And for Carnegie Mellon, we saw a pretty similar lineup the entire half. Calvin employed a couple more substitutions, so we'll see if the strategy changes at all. Also, Carnegie Mellon, as here's a long shot. Oh, and a great save by Wonder of Calvin. It was a long shot from Josh Baugh on a 2-tap to the right top corner that Wonder made a flying save and hit it out of play. So now here's a cross on the corner kick, headed by Muhumuza. Akintade firing up toward Shaw. Nicely done. Shaw's got a couple men around him, but he's still got it. Looking for teammate. It's stolen by Mancini and sent the other way. Now Fernandez in a race with Iverson, who can't quite keep it in. So an early opportunity there from Baugh of Carnegie Mellon, and it was a great save by Wonder, and he's made some great ones today, especially on a point-blank shot from Sarvapalli that would have made it 2-1. Instead, it stayed 2-0, and then they added one more. So that ball is cleared out by Akintade and all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ryan. Now Harp, left side here for Marolda. And now stolen by Calvin. Coming the other way, it's Mason Smith. Score the second goal, Smith. Looking out wide. He's got a teammate looking for the cross. Or perhaps the shot, and his shot is just wide, and they're going to call it a corner kick. That was a shot from Shaban, left wing, and they said it deflected. It just went wide of the right post, so it'll be a corner kick. Ethan Harvey will take. Harvey, left-footed cross coming in. Looping it in, headed away by Schlingemann, and Shaw tried a half volley that with his left foot that went high. Now Ryan. And referee said something to Ryan before letting him pass it. So now Marolda up forward, out of the reach of Fernandez, and back for Iverson. Smith now out wide for Harvey. back for Muhumuza. Trying to find Smith on the other end, but Schlingeman's there to header it away. Now collected by Carnegie Mellon. Harp trying to find Baugh forward. Goes all the way for the goalkeeper, Wonder. So we've played just under 5 minutes in the second half. One opportunity for Carnegie Mellon that was saved by Wonder, and the score remains 3-0. We saw Carnegie Mellon control a lot of the possession in the first half, as they seem to be doing so far. And that one is played out for a Tartans throw. In for Harp. His pass looped up for Bukavelis. His cross, trying to find Hernandez. Comes down and will be taken by Harp again. Sliding on the wet grass. Still raining here in Gambier, as it has been all day. Made for a slick playing surface. And there's Fernandez. And Edmonds fires it off of the Calvin player. That one played over for Schlingemann. Flicked forward for Baugh. Looking for Marolda. There's a nice defensive play from Harvey to use his body and get it away from Marolda, but back again for Carnegie Mellon. Played all the way to the keeper. Schlingemann. Nice play from Iverson to steal it. Now coming the other way, it's Smith making a move, still has it. Out wide for Akintade. Akintade gets through a couple defenders nicely, still has it. Now working on Harp, but ooh, and a hard, firm defensive play from Harp to get it off of Akintade. Nicely done, but he slid all the way into the fence. And now Carnegie will take it wide for Marolda. Marolda, nice pass in toward the middle now. Baugh. And he'll send it back for Marolda. And Schlingemann, the center back, firing a long pass in and headered. It went off of Shaban of Calvin, and it will be a corner kick. To take will be Fernandez. On the top of the screen, he'll use his left foot to fire it in. High cross into the zone and cleared out. Shaw. Edmonds looking for a player on the other end. Schlingemann with a nice header. And cleared away this time. It'll go out of play for Carnegie Mellon throw-in. The winner of this game will have a tough challenge tomorrow as they play Kenyon, who defeated Greenville 6-1 today and was one of the top teams all year. That pass gets by, but will be collected easily. And now Carnegie Mellon still with possession. We'll see if Calvin, we've really seen them kind of use the counterattack nicely. We'll see if they sort of stay back a little bit more with this lead or if the strategy changes at all for them. As that pass comes to Schonwetter, and now Bukavelis into the middle for Schonwetter, and it went off his hand. So it'll be a free kick for Calvin. We've played 10 minutes in the second half of this matchup. No score in the second half, still 3-0 Calvin. Now far side for Dave Mancini. And headed away by Muhamuza. And another foul. We've definitely seen a majority of the fouls being called on Carnegie Mellon. They played with a little bit more aggression than Calvin today, and perhaps a little bit more desperation here as they're in a trailing position. Wonders free kick will just go all the way to Ryan. Mancini. And that one gets up for Karp. Schonwetter makes a nice play to keep it, and Karp now on the right side looking for a teammate. Cleared away, but nicely done by Shaban to keep it in. Up now for Akintate. And Smith trying to use his speed to get by now. Up forward for Goodling. Goodling out wide, it's Shaw. Shaw, his cross is blocked and it'll go out for a corner. Another corner on that near right side. Coming in to take is Ethan Harvey. So Calvin with their second corner of the half now, putting 6 men in the box. Left foot for Harvey. Fires it in toward net. Headed nicely away. Akintate collects it, flicks a nice pass in, and nicely done by Baugh to settle it down and try and set something up coming the other way. Now on the far side, Schonwetter working on Smith. Goes to his left foot. Nice pass in toward Baugh and out wide. Now Fernandez. Fernandez on Muhamuza. In again. Cleared out, but still not out. Baugh's one-time attempt is whiffed. And now Harp with a shot from long range, well off target. So Carnegie Mellon had a little opportunity on the counterattack, but couldn't do anything with it. And Kieran Sarvapalli will come back on for Brendan Schonwetter as the first sub for either side in this second half. And Harp, and this time call on Goodling of Calvin, and the bench is not happy about it. Now Harp out wide, Marolda. Nice back heel back to Marolda. And he does a back heel for Sarvapalli. Still with it is Sarvapalli. There is Bukavelis, and he goes down after a shot. Now long shot for Schonwetter. Left foot is high and wide. Another goal kick. So 30 and a half minutes left in the second half here from Gambier. Rain is maybe stopping a little bit, but still a drizzle right now. Now here's Carnegie Mellon. Edmonds trying to find Schoenwetter, but Iverson's there to steal it. And that one somehow stays in on the far side. And headed by Mancini, and Mancini hits it out this time for a throw-in. Now Sarvapalli looks like he was fouled. It was Smith this time. He tried to make a move. So Carnegie Mellon still controlling possession, down 3-0. Harvey with a nice defensive play on Baugh, and he flicks it forward for Shaw. Coming the other way, look at the speed from Shaw. Left-footed shot is high. It was a nice 1-2 on the counterattack from Harvey and Shaw got past Mancini, but his left-footed shot was over the crossbar. Now header down for Josh Williams. Williams down the right side, plays it to himself. Williams looking for a teammate, taking his time. Now Harp pressures him and steals it from him. And wow, Harp is unhappy. They called it a corner kick. Harp let it go out because he thought that it went off of Williams, but instead it went for a Calvin corner kick. It is Ethan Harvey now, again with a left-footed cross. Fired in toward net. Muhumuza just missed the header. Now coming for Akintade, and that one just falls to the feet of Ryan, trying to set up a counterattack the other way. But it'll be settled down for Harp and Baugh. Sarvapalli and Schlingemann. There's Dante Mancini, but taken back by Calvin and given right back to Carnegie Mellon. Center back Schlingemann looking for Edmonds on the far side. Doesn't find him, but it falls to the feet of Fernandez, who gets it out wide for a Baugh. Baugh now. His pass found no one. And now Schlingemann will collect again. Pass was looking for Sarvapalli. And now sent forward, Muhumuza. Collected by Goodling, but, well, he manages to get it to Akintade, who uses his strength and now is just taking it himself. Akintade firing it out wide now. Nice move, left-footed cross into the box, headed away by Schlingemann. But Goodling's there for Calvin and just plays it out. So, player down on the far side for Calvin. That is why they played it out. So we'll get a stoppage at 26:08. And he is all right. Trainer is coming out. It's Aguma Muhumuza down there, the senior center back from Baton Rouge. Now he's able to get up onto his knees and up onto his feet, which is a good sign there. Talking with the goalkeeper, Wonder. So, score remains 3-0 Calvin with 26:08 played, just under 19 minutes in the second half. And Muhumuza still talking to the trainer, still on his feet. Unsure of what happened, must have been a collision. It looks like he is feeling his neck. And let's see if we get a substitution for him, or if he stays in here. He's played a great game at center back, helping keep the clean sheet for Calvin so far. And now he's able to take a few steps. Looks like he's gonna try and stay in the game. Gives a high five to his teammate Goodling. And Iverson. So I think they're gonna maybe make him come off. So Muhumuza will come out of the game with the injury, but good to see him jogging off the field. And coming on for Calvin is Evan Morrison. So now we'll get a restart with 26 minutes remaining in the game. Calvin still up 3-0. The goalkeeper, Daniel Wonder, will take the punt. And at midfield, Sarvapalli for Carnegie Mellon makes a move. Oh, and he nutmegs the player Williams, and it goes off of a Calvin player. Oh no, they're going to call it a free kick as Marolda will take it. Luke Marolda firing with his right foot into the box. Header comes down for Sarvapalli. Akantate uses his body. And stolen, but sent up for Harp. His pass finds Billy Bukovicis. And Bukovicis gets called for a foul. And it will be a Calvin free kick. Now Goodling. Also on for Carnegie Mellon is Kuba Yadom, 19 in at forward. Seen him pressure there on Iverson. And that one's sent forward. Shaw unable to settle down. I hope that they say it went off of Mancini. So a couple more substitutions now for Calvin, as Muhumuzo will come back in the game at center back, which is great to see after he was down with the injury. So Carnegie Mellon takes possession. Schoenwetter out wide, now Edmonds trying to find Yadom. Meyer Crothers settles it down though, and there's Smith, who makes a nice move. Oh, and a nice sliding tackle there for Mancini to take it away. Now Bukavelis out wide for Marolda. And strong play there by Flowerday of Calvin. Uses speed to force it, but eventually sent out by Harvey. Now the throw in for Carnegie Mellon. Bukavelis, long throw, headed from Harvey. Marolda, now headed again. Edmonds settles it down. Long cross in, skips off the wet ground, but is cleared out by Harvey. And Mancini just sends it back to the goalkeeper, Ryan. Now back to Mancini. Dante Mancini up for Marolda. Marolda makes the move now, Servapali. And forward from Marolda, gets it stolen away. So not a lot of action in on net for either side here in the last few minutes. And for Calvin, that's just fine by them. They're happy to maintain this 3-0 lead. Carnegie Mellon still maintaining a lot of the possession in this game, well over half of it. But the score is 3-0 and pretty even on the shots. 5 on net for Calvin and 4 for CMU. But as there's a shot from Marolda that is deflected. But that goalkeeper, Wonder, has been perfect today with a couple great saves. One on a point-blank shot and one that looked like it had eyes for the top corner. So it'll be a corner kick for Carnegie Mellon. Kieran Sarvapalli will take it. With his right foot, firing it in. In on net. Up at the line and saved by Wonder. It was just cleared up into the air by Iverson, and Wonder was there to use his height and grab it. So he'll fire it forward. And Schlingemann gets it to Servapalli. We've seen him with a lot of possession here in the second half. That one gets forward to Yadom. And stolen away by Goodling up for Shaw. Shaw with a nice one-timer, kept in by Williams. Or excuse me, Flowerday. Flowerday on the right side. Fires in the cross, header, and it's a goal. 4-0, Calvin. It's a goal by number 24, Jacob Ryu. Zach Flowerday with the assist. And it was on a great play that was started by Shaw, flung for Flowerday on the right side, barely kept in on the sideline, and Flowerday with numbers found Ryu, and Ryu headed it in. 4-0 with 19:55 remaining in the second half here from Gambier. Calvin's sights on the second round are getting clearer here. That was the first goal of the second half, and it was a counterattack from Calvin, which we've seen a lot of counterattacks. Now a couple goals coming off of it. So 4-0. Carnegie Mellon needs a quick response. And Wonder fires it, and they're gonna call a yellow card on Yadom. So we'll take a re-kick by Wonder. They said he got too close to the goalie on the reset. So now the clock will start again with 19:20 left in the game. Wonder with a little miskick, and Marolda will take a throw, not before the substitution. Yadom comes off, Fernandez comes back in, and Shaw will come off for Calvin. Coming in is TJ McVeigh, the freshman out of Aurora, Illinois, seeing some action here in the second half. There's Bukavelis up for Baugh. Baugh out wide looking for Servapelli, but Marolda's got it. Now back for Baugh. Baugh with options, fires in across. Players on the other end, a couple of them, but strong play by the goalkeeper, Wonder. Punts it up, and Edmonds collects for Carnegie Mellon. Bukavelis' flick was stolen. Now Flowerday, who assisted on the last goal, takes it back for Harvey. Now out wide. Sent up for Smith. Smith with room in the middle of the field. Over for Ryu. Ryu. Now out wide for Flowerday. Back for Ryu. Should note it was Ryu's 7th goal on the season, as that one goes out of play. He is 3rd on the team in goals, behind Shaw and Akintade. So really nice season for the freshman out of Naperville. And out midfield, it is Carnegie Mellon coming the other way. Fernandez still has it. Fernandez long shot with the left foot. It was saved easily by Wonder, but can't blame Fernandez for taking it. They need anything they can get here with 16:30 left in the second half. Schlingemann headers it down, and there's Bukavelis at midfield, has a little trouble. Stolen that time. Here's Smith working on Bukavelis. Looking through and gets it stolen away. Up forward for Fernandez. Fernandez. That one's sent wide. Marolda. Marolda. And nice pass to Fernandez over for Servapelli. Servapelli, long shot, skips off the ground about 10 feet in front of the keeper, Wonder, and he makes an easy save. So he remains unblemished in this game. It's probably the star of the game for for Calvin is their goalie, Daniel Wonder, who has kept them with a clean sheet and some incredible saves. Now Schonwetter over for Harp. Out wide, Mancini. That one goes out off of Edmonds. And now throw in for Calvin. McVeigh tried to track it down, but couldn't. And cleared away. So another Carnegie throw. Schoenwetter and Edmonds go back and forth. Now Fernandez. Fernandez looking for Servapalli, finds him. Shot from Servapalli, save again by Wonder. Comes down, Bukavelis gets in the way of his teammate Edmonds, but still has it. Now on the far side. Long shot and saved again by the keeper, Wonder. That time it was Ball with the left foot, who's had a couple of opportunities today, but none have found the back of the net. And Servapalli will take the corner kick. 13:50 left in the second half of this first round matchup. Cross toward the middle. Still not out. And this time cleared for McVeigh, who finds Flowerday. Flowerday bringing it wide. And was looking for Smith, but wasn't on the same page. Now Harp firing up for Fernandez. Working on Muza. Back for Servapalli. Servapalli. Flicked by Schoenwetter. And Harvey's there. Comes down for Baugh. Baugh. Out wide now, Edmonds. Edmonds trying to center it. Comes out for Baugh. And Ryu with a nice strong play to steal it. And they'll call foul on it. Baugh. So clock stops at 12:32. And we'll have a free kick now for Calvin. That one booted. And Harp. Edmonds. And back now, Schlingman. There's Marolda. Servapalli. Taken by Harvey. And Ryu. But Harp is there. Servapalli. Making a move on Harvey. Trying to cut back, but it's a nice, strong defensive play by Evan Morrison, who now gets it up to Ryu, the latest scorer, now out wide. Nice move there. That is McVeigh, TJ McVeigh still with it. On the far side, crossing it in, finds the feet of Flowerday. Flowerday to Smith, who gets it stolen. And now at midfield, Harvey's there to take it back. Goodling out wide. Headed by Ryu, but settled back down for the keeper, Ryan. Now the rain is mostly stopped, but still an especially wet field, as there's been rain all day here in Gambier. Now Servapalli on the far side. touched out by Flowerday, and it'll be a throw in. Couple substitutions now. Bukavalis and Brendan Schonwetter will come out. Carnegie Mellon looking for some action here. Jake Caven, the freshman, comes in forward looking for some sort of spark, which they're going to need with 10 minutes left, still trailing 4-0. Servapale, his pass is stolen. Now Ryu. And Flowerday back for Harvey. Fired forward, Harp. And it comes down for McVeigh. McVeigh's got Ryu on the other end. Ryu looking for a second goal, fires into the bottom left corner. Out of reach for Liam Ryan.
Calvin goal scored by number 24, Jacob Ryu.
It's the second goal of the game for Jacob Ryu. And now
18, TJ
celebrates with his bench on the far corner there. 5-0 with 9:35 left in the game. Ryu worked with his teammate TJ McVeigh, who set him up with the pass, and Ryu slotted it into the bottom left corner. It was nicely done by McVeigh, who came in halfway through the second half and has made an impact now. That's the 8th goal of the year for Ryu. And there's a foul. Another yellow card given to Carnegie Mellon. So maybe a little bit of frustration for him, as looks like their hopes for staying alive in this winner go home matchup are dwindling. That one fired forward for Ryu again. Ryu with the brace. So 5 goals put on the board for Calvin, and it looks like they'll be the ones to face Kenyon tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Not. The Owls will take note of Calvin's potent offense today, and it'll be a good matchup. Kenyon has been strong all season with just 1 loss coming in the conference championship, and a dominating 6-1 victory against Greenville earlier today. So now Schlingeman over for Kavan, and Ryu's got it again. Ryu looking out wide. Ethan Brown, that's number 25 for, for Calvin. Now out wide, Meyer Crothers taking it himself, and I'll call a foul on him. Going down was Edmonds. Jason Edmonds is holding his wrist. And we'll restart with 7:16. So for some of these Carnegie Mellon seniors, it'll be the final game of their career. But a great season for them, and a hard-fought battle here in the NCAA tournament. We'll see if they can put one on the board before it's all said and done, as there's 6:40 left in the game. It'll be a free kick. See if they send in a cross here from long range with the left foot. Fired in. Comes down to Marolda, whose one-timer was not perfectly connected with. Now Liam Ryan, the keeper. And Tyler Harp, one of those seniors, had a good day with a lot of possession on that defense for Carnegie Mellon. Now McVeigh sending it out wide for Brown. Brown entering the box. Cross in. Misplayed Flowerday. And Flowerday's shot was not connected with perfectly, and then it deflected off his own hand for a free kick for Calvin Schlingman. Now at the far side, it's Edmonds. And a couple substitutions with 5 minutes remaining. So cheers given out for players who might be out for the rest of the game. Now Carnegie Mellon and Harp into the box. Kavan on the other end, header. And ooh, a nice play from Harvey to deflect Kavan's header, and it just went over the bar for a corner kick now. Left-footed cross in, headed away by Ryu. Kavan's got it. Now back out. Mancini. And sent in for Kavan. Now back out, Servapoli. His pass from Marolda's too strong, and it'll be a Calvin throw. Harvey. His pass in for Ethan Ladas. Goes out for a Carnegie throw. Now Harp sliding. And it'll be a whistle on Harp. So 2:52 left in the game here from Gambier, as Wonder will take the free kick. Into the air. Headed a couple times. Comes to the feet of Servapoli. Looking for teammate Baugh, now out wide for Fernandez. Alejandro Fernandez. Edmonds now. Working on the defender. Crossing it with the left foot. His pass is too strong. And it goes for a goal kick. 2 minutes remaining for Calvin. And their advancement to the second round of the D3 NCAA tournament. Wonder has really been the star of the game with 8 saves today, and a few of them were really, really special. Now Ryu, one of the other stars with the last 2 goals for Calvin, has it go out. Harvey will take the throw as the clock remains to tick. Far side now, McVeigh with the assist on the last goal. Looking for
1 minute remaining.
Teammate gets through, and Ryan is there. It almost got through for Jack Kilgallen of Calvin, and just 45 seconds remain now from Gambier as Calvin takes it away again. Looking for a 6th goal. Ryu, shot deflected wide. Looking for a hat trick there. The clock now is struck 30 seconds. We'll see if Calvin goes for one more effort here. On the corner kick, just passing it in and passing it around, stolen by Edmonds with 8 seconds. And 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it for
Fans, that
the
concludes
game.
today's first round
Calvin
final score.
wins
Calvin
5-0.
and Carnegie Mellon 0. Congratulations to Calvin.
So that's the end of the road for Carnegie Mellon, but for Calvin, they win in decisive fashion, 5-0
With today's
on a
victory,
great
Calvin will
performance
advance to the second
by
round tomorrow against Kenya
goalkeeper
here at
Daniel
1 p.m.
Wonder, as well as their stars Shaw and Akintade, and then 2 goals from Jacob Ryu. Jacob Ryu with 8 goals on the season now, and Mason Smith added a goal, as well as Colin Iverson, the defenseman. So a nice victory for Calvin to move on to the round of 32 and face Kenyon tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thanks for watching on a rainy day from Gambier. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.